Hello everybody and welcome back to Theme Park Coasting, and today we are over here at Legoland Windsor for their amazing firework event. And at the moment we are currently outside of the Flight of the Skyline in the land of Lego Mythica, which was newly added in 2021 with a brand new addition. And I thought for possibly our last vlog at Legoland this year, it's good to start somewhere which wasn't even here at the start of the year, and since then it's now got my favourite ride in the UK, Flight of the Skyline, of course Hydra's Challenge, as well as the Fire and Ice Freefall. So it's absolutely hard. But with me today we've got Adam, Derrick for this day, and it is ultra quiet. We walked on the top and there's been no one anywhere, yeah, so it's amazing.
Way, if you see behind me just walking past, people have just got to Flight of the Sky, and that's why it's a bit busy around here. But it's actually really quiet today. And yes, it's a school day, but the reason because of that...
Yeah, you should mention this.
Yeah, so this is, we actually have a reason. So our school, that we basically have all the inset days lumped in one. So we have the second week off, like the first week of November basically, we have that whole week off, which is really strange, but I mean we're not arguing because we get to go on quite late to a theme park. But yeah, we're not bunking school.
No, never bunk school, we never recommend that.
Had the whole week off, we're not bunking at all.
We just had a really weird week that the school gave us, but really get opportunities to go to parks like this when it is ultra quiet. And I think first off, we need to head to the Flight of the Skyline, and like what a way to start our last visit over here at Legoland Windsor. And I'm going to try and get this really cool shot, because last time I was over here at Flight of the Skyline, I thought, what happens if you put your camera inside the bag box and you film the ride? Now, I am warning you in advance, any parents watching this, it may spoil the ride just a little bit, so if you've never done it before, skip a few minutes in. But for any nerdy people like me who love to see how the ride mechanical stuff works, check this out, as you've never been seen before on any vlog. And on Theme Park Coasting today, if you watch this one, you'll be seeing a firework event, so many great rides and lots more. So if you are new to the channel and want to see videos all around the world from all different theme parks, you have got the right channel. So make sure to like, subscribe and comment down below and see how well we do today. But honestly, it's going to be amazing. Let's go. First one of the day, Flight of the Skyline. What an amazing ride. Here we make our way up now towards the Mythica ride, and really good news. Actually, we've got the middle row of the middle height. So basically, we've got possibly the best seats on the whole ride. I don't think we've ever been in this before, these ones, have we?
I think we have on our first ever ride, but I'm excited to do it again because I do prefer the bottom, but...
I the bottom, but we never know. This time may be absolutely amazing. Let's open the door, watch a pre-show, and head on to the world of mythical creatures.
Welcome to Lego Mythica, world of mythical creatures. You're about to take flight on an incredible adventure as you go even deeper into this parallel world. Bobs. No, we're not doing tricks. You see, someone just like you created Bobs, or rather built him with Lego bricks, and then incredibly, he came to life here in Lego Mythica. In fact, all the amazing, fantastical creatures you make from Lego bricks, like a two-headed sea monster, or a flowery rhinoceros, transform to living, breathing, full-size versions of what you dreamed of and built. Can you imagine that? Hopefully, we'll be lucky enough to see the mysterious fire and iceberg. But beware the four-headed chimera who lurks across the land. He's known to be a bit snappy. Oh, Bobs, you don't need to ride a gondola. You have wings. Hey, Bobs, how's about a rainbow?
Get ready to fly with Maximus. Please leave any bags and loose belongings in the storage compartments. Light with this fire.
wow. It's the only word that you can use to describe Flight of the Skyline, and riding it today, it was one of the best rides I've ever had. Now, the Flight of the Skyline checklist is the middle seat, yes. On the middle row, yes. With all the smell sensors, water effects, and the music working, yes. And that is what we have just done. That was absolutely fantastic, and I know this land cost Legoland like 19 million quid to make, but I think that was 100% money worth spent. The ride is the best ride I've ever done in the UK, and I think it really is up there with the rides in places like Florida and everything. And if you haven't done it yet, get yourself down here to Legoland Windsor to experience that attraction, because Flight of the Skyline is like no other. I mean, I'm speechless, to be honest.
That's it. I mean, even if you do live in America, I mean, I know you've got better rides out there, but still, this is incredible. Like, I mean, personally, I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this. I personally saw it, like, and maybe it Disneyland California, I don't prefer that one, but actually they did change it after you.
I think the overall experience. I think the overall experience of that. So, for example, with Soaring, the queue lines are a lot better themed, and the ride's obviously amazing. And it depends what you like. But with Legoland, the queue line is painful, and we're only in there for like 10 minutes, which is amazing. But if you're in there for a whole hour or so, it's a long cattle pen with these fences up. It makes me very claustrophobic, obviously due to COVID and stuff. So if you're in there for the longest queue, it is very, very painful.
Yeah, but also as well, as you said, so something I've been wanting back for quite a while now, Flight of Skyline, is the water effect. And I mean, I think it's for the last 2 months.
Yeah, around
maybe.
that, yeah.
Yeah, they haven't been working, which for me is my favourite part of the whole thing, except for the small sensors. So I'm a bit disappointed they haven't been working. But today we got confirmation that I came down on the 31st. Basically, the last operation day at Legoland, I just came down to that, and it still wasn't working then either. So this is the first day since it closed, basically. So this is like on the fire. This is the first day in pretty much 2 months that, yeah, like the water effects work.
Which is really cool. But I'm going to interrupt you quickly. Now I know we probably took it at Halloween, but look at these. You got the Lego Gingerbread Men, and you got the normal one which I love, and now you got that. See, you get the Hollow Teddy Cafe just up the corner, but. Yeah, Flight of the Skyline, amazing. And if you ever come to Legoland, if you've never done it before, wait however long the queue is. If it's 2 hours, just leave it to the end of the day, but ride it, because that ride is not like any other ride at the park. And if they continue making rides like this in the future, this park will be amazing. Like, honestly, it is amazing already, but
this is what we said. Like,
so good.
This ridiculous place is still a home park, and like it's expanding so much. And we said this will be the first part of a 365-day-a-year operation. Yeah. So we think it will
recently been announced.
Yeah. So
January, February, and March they're opening Mythica.
Yes.
But also
Flight of the Skyline, Fireline's Freefall. They're also opening Hotel Sports Party and Deepsea Adventure.
For hotel guests, definitely.
For hotel guests.
But we've done our murder passes yet.
We've done our murder passes. I'm sort of thinking they will, because they're also opening shop at the top.
Oh,
so
yes, maybe.
That's sort of making me think maybe it's like a zoo day. But again, if they did that, I don't know why they're only opening these ones down here, where they could be opening something like Air I Know Man.
I know, it might be easy just to like open these like little areas here, but whatever it is, it shows and Merlin Parks now, it's all part of Fort Park, are trying to open during this Christmas season. So hopefully it means that in the future we'll have 365 days openings at the parks. But as you can already tell, we're now in the queue for Fire and Ice Freefall, and when queues are this short, what I do is
it's so
fun. And for me, who used to do scare bounces a lot as a kid, and now you can't really do it because I'm a bit older, it is so great to have this thing here, which is basically like a more grown-up scare bounces.
It's amazing. It's like, I'm not sure which one it is. I think it's that one over there. So if you get the one on the right, the airtime's really good. But also as well, something to mention is, on the line of drop towers, if you actually go to Alton Towers, in the World of Dead Runnings, they actually have a full cost for ride just bounce to bottom.
Yeah, so
and honestly, that airtime is the best airtime in the park.
Okay, now I wanted to tell you, but literally we're going on the ride right now. So we'll try and get some clips for you guys. We're heading this ride and give our review straight after. Hope you enjoy. From one to the next, we are now heading over towards Padres Challenge, and a quick Tom tip for you guys, and a Tom tip, my name's Tom and these are my tips. This is to go to rides in the land before moving on. Now, go down theme parks, not so much Legoland, more like Alton Towers, but even still a little bit Legoland, you can waste a lot of time by walking around, and most importantly, it's tiring. So when you get to land, do all rides in the land, because sometimes, let's say you had a queue for Mythica that was 20 minutes, and then you thought, should I do Hydra Challenge on half an hour, or should I do Tomb Blasters that you also want to do on 20 minutes? Now you're thinking, well, let's go there, but it might take you 10 minutes to walk to Tomb Blasters, and then that's half an hour, but it might take 10 minutes to walk back here, so you actually wasted 10 minutes. So my tip here for you guys is to do the land before moving on, and that's what we're doing today. I started a timer as we entered the queue for Flower Skyline, so we're going to record how long it's taking us to get around the whole of Lego Mythica and do all the rides. Now, it's one of the longest queue I've waited for this ride ever, because I never go on it when it has any queue in this park.
Once I have to wait from here.
It's not much, yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, it was about half an hour. Well, this wasn't too bad, but it's a very boring queue as well. So, yeah, it's not interesting.
Yeah, it looks short, but trust me, when it's a summer day, it can be painfully long, especially when it's running one only station. I think it's going to be like 5 or 10 minutes, which for Firework Day, with only 3 of them, is extremely short.
Also, as well, I need a bit of time before we get on. Down there, they actually have like a massive spot of grass.
Yeah, you see it down here.
Down there, it's a massive spot of grass, and also as well, over the other side, there is another bit of grass as well. So maybe
new edition, what, 2022?
Well, I mean, like, we were saying like sort of like a mini gyro swim. I'd do pretty well there, because it's quite thrilling, but it's not going to be that thrilling, and it'd be perfect for Legoland. I'm looking at it around the Chimera. So
exactly.
Really cool.
But now it's time to head over to Hydra's and complete Hydra's challenge.
You You're gonna have to go with mummy or daddy. Okay?
Okay, there you go. All the rides in Mythica done in an hour and 1 minute, and that includes the pre-shows, riding the rides itself, and of course walking in between, which, if you ask anyone, Flower Skyline, the pre-show and the ride alone is like 20 minutes, so we have done absolutely amazingly.
I think it's also as well, in some holidays, this all took me 3 hours. So I actually did tag I did all the new Merlin rides in 2021 and the 3 Southern UK Merlin parks. So this took me 3 hours. So yeah, it's got a lot better.
And don't go to holidays, some holidays it's worst time to go.
Yes.
Honestly, if you're gonna have a chance to get any other time summer holidays, go then, because
September
it is packed. But there you go. That was Mythica, and we just flew rides at our first holiday. What a day has it been so far? And already I know it's going to be an amazing day. But what I also know as well is that later on today we're going to be joined with my dad, Jayden's family, and possibly Zach from Theme Park Extreme. So it's not just us here today, but of course everyone else is actually at school. So, not school and work.
Yeah,
we're going to move on. We decided to come up here early, get a few rides in for you guys.
So
and I hope they're not sitting there already for fireworks, because that is quite a while to be sitting down for fireworks.
No, last year at Towers we did something like that.
They were 3.5 hours, I think.
No, I think the fire side at 8 and we arrived at like 3 or 2 or something like that. We spent hours sitting there.
So,
but
yeah.
like, today it shouldn't be as bad.
It's worth arriving early, but again, if you don't get a spot, there's not an awful lot here. There's a little show beforehand, it's quite nice, but apart from that, there's not a lot different if you're watching it from there or you're watching it from up the hill. But as a local person to this park, I remember when I was younger and didn't even come to Legoland. So if you want to watch the fireworks, I'm sorry Legoland for announcing this, but it is Legoland, and you want to watch the fireworks.
So basically, we didn't have Merlin passes back there, so we used to always come in the
yes.
week. But like, we didn't like to actually sit here and watch fires, it's really busy.
So what I was going to say again is that over here at Legoland, we used to actually watch the Legoland fireworks from Windsor Great Park, because Windsor Great Park is this nice like little open bit where you can park your car, lots of locals do it. So if you don't want to spend a lot of money to get in here today, you can then go and watch in Windsor Great Park and watch the same fireworks show, but of course you do not get these amazing rides. It's not the same atmosphere and the audio, but also it's free. But I highly recommend you come to Legoland Windsor, and I only said that because it is like £20 each to go if you're in the Merlin Pass.
Yeah, it's pretty expensive, but
Look at the queue for me ride adventures. Walk on.
No, and that's why.
That is why, honestly. It's crazy. It's crazy today. I'm loving it already. But again, stay tuned. If you want to watch the fireworks, it'll be later on in this vlog, so skip forward to that. But with ride queues like this, you can see a lot of reviews coming from us over here on the channel of these rides. Now, that ride that we have just rode was amazing. Oh, I've got to tell Jayden that already comes later on, he'll love that. But yeah, mid-ride adventure, a fantastic ride. One of the most thrilling rides at the park, and I think it probably is. If you have got kids who come along to this park, it wants a really big scare. That's probably the best one because there's not many ultra intense rides over here at the park, but I will want that there are. This has to be one of the most scary ones there is. And riding mid-ride adventure back there, you really get the wind all in your face, and it really is great fun. But Adam, how do you find mid-ride adventure?
Yeah, it was actually really good because I got great answers before we go on. They're actually got a new restaurant sort of out as well.
Catering sauce, yeah.
So they've got one of them now, which is quite nice. It's obviously some sort of around Skyline, but yeah, mid-ride is good. It's personally my favourite flat ride here.
And surprise, 5 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, it was actually really good though. Like, I really enjoyed mid-ride adventure. It's weird because when you go to a park like Ches and so I don't really like Cobra, but here I really enjoy that, and I find it's far better than Cobra, which is really weird because Cobra's got the little air time, so I don't know, I just really enjoy it. It's really good riding than Cobra.
And a quick thing for you guys. Now, this may look like to you Indiana Jones and his father and the monkey from the movies, but I will let you know it is not, and for copyright reasons, it's actually Johnny Thunder now. It is uncanny how you can tell the difference, to be honest with you guys. But this is Legoland's non-copyrighted version of Indiana Jones. So, a bit weird, happened a long time ago, so I don't think it matters too much. But we're now entering into the queue line of the Laser Raiders, I think it's called. Laser Toon Blasters, it's Laser Raiders, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Laser Raiders.
I get confused. Ches and the Toon Blasters, Laser Raiders. But with queue lines today,
yeah, Toon Blasters and Ches and
yes, but with queue lines today, God,
yeah,
if you can, come in the school days. Now, I don't know if it's always like this because it's fireworks as well today, everyone's going to be busy or don't want to pay money, but if we all queue lines like this during school days, if you can get any opportunities to come when everyone's at school, but sometimes insect days are actually more busy because everyone thinks that everyone's at school and actually they're not, so it gets really busy. But if you get things like this, to come to a park like this today, you can probably do every single ride at the park within a day. Well, in the summer holidays, you'll be lucky to do all we've done today within one day. So, get a chance to come down here on a school day. It is highly worth it, and I'm absolutely loving to have this experience today. We don't normally get over here at Legoland Windsor and be able to ride some of my favourite ones at the park, like Laser Raiders, with literally a pretty much walk on
and
queue.
the worst queue in the whole park because of these plastic screens. And do you know what though? I mean, I don't mind it too much. I mean, if they're keeping it to keep them safe, yeah, of course, keep them up. I don't mind if that's that. But
it's quite claustrophobic in these queue lines.
And I mean, if they can move it, it'd be great. But I mean, yeah, of course, as it's keeping them safe, it's fine. I don't mind. That's what it's for. I mean, it's annoying, guys.
And I think we've done my next show. I don't know if we'll be past next year. Chelsea always put them down.
Yeah.
So I can't remember a lot longer. But we're now going to go and join Johnny Thunder, as we head on his adventure into the Lost Ark. I mean the Laser Raiders, my mistake. We just journeyed into the tomb and completed Laser Raiders. It's just a shame that you two got way less than I did in that ride. Score of 18,000, nowhere near my top score of 63,000. But you guys only got, oh, zoomed in a little bit. You guys only got, whoop, there you go, 10,000 and 7,000.
Yeah, but Tom knows.
No, there's no buts, Adam, with losing. There's no buts with losing.
It's right. He'd be proving anyway. But I did actually play half it. So
yeah, that's what they all say.
That's what they all say. About this kind of animatronic. So it's a bear, and it's like the best animatronic in the whole of Legoland.
And it's like hidden in the box.
It's so cool.
And when you push the box, it appears in front of you.
But I actually got that 4 times. So I'm very pleased about that because it's such a good animatronic. It's so good.
Such a good animatronic.
Yeah,
but honestly, there's lots of like different like answers around the ride, and also I think the red light goes from like green to red, and I think the red light is like better, isn't it?
Yeah. So what it's green. It's 500 points and the red is 1,000.
But red's the hardest to get, but if you click a green sometimes it then goes to red, so you get an extra few points. But continuing our method of just going from ride to ride around the park, we're heading towards the next land, Ninjago, and it's another very painful queue to stand up in, but with a short queue. The upstairs bit's quite cool in the queue line, but the downstairs bit can get very, very annoying when you're sitting there and it's really slow, and on a hot day, the upstairs can also be really boiling, it ruins the niceness. So with a 5-minute queue again, surprise, surprise at the park, we're going to be heading into Ninjago right away. And
I remember coming down here on the opening day. So we actually came down here after school on the opening day, and we were all queuing up for it. I think we came about 2.5 hours or something. And then it broke down, so then on the opening day we ended up not actually getting on it. And we queued about 2.5 hours.
Oh yeah, and then you came the next day, didn't you?
Yeah, and then we came back the next day, and I think I got like the first official train of the day.
Yeah, the Legoland Windsor, well, that race ride probably is one of the reasons why we started theme park coasting, because I used to have an old channel, I can't give you any names, but I posted a video from the opening day over here on Ninjago, and I realised, wow, it got like 2,000 views, and of course at that time it was mega impressive for us. So I was like, wow, theme parks do well. So why don't we create a theme park channel? Now of course there's lots of reasons as well, but that's one of the reasons why we do very, very well and started doing this channel. So, little bit of information and backstory towards us.
What we say is, Legoland is like basically our main focus on the channel.
Yes.
So we film a lot of videos of Legoland, Legoland's our home park, so Legoland's a massive thing.
Not many people film from Legoland, and I think that's and I think for me it's almost been an Alton Towers. I don't know if it is. Sometimes I consider it being some bad days at Alton Towers. Legoland, you always go for good days. So do Alton Towers, but sometimes I do feel like Legoland's better than Alton Towers at times, and sometimes Alton Towers than Legoland.
Today it's getting close.
Yeah, I know.
But for me, still goes Alton Towers, Legoland, and Paultons, but Blackpool's quite close to heart.
Yeah, I don't know, but
by the way, I know a lot of you hate this as well. Thorpe Park is right at the bottom because I don't enjoy Thorpe Park at all. But
it's a bit unusual. We've never come in this park before, but it's so quite normal even standing at the fast pass section. However, yeah, I don't know, we love Legoland over here park, because obviously our home park like 5 to 10 minutes away from us. Yeah. So we go here and love our school. We've been here on our childhood, we go in now, but no matter how old you are, I think this is a great park. And it's so interactive, sort of ride, so fun. And I think you should definitely head over toward Legoland if you're considering it, because there were lots of comments on the channel saying, oh, I'm a bit old for it now, I'm a bit old for it. But no, you're not. Honestly, come here for a day, so many childhood memories appear, but also new memories come out of it. Like Midlicker, loads of big YouTubers who are like, go to bigger parks, think it's a favorite ride in the UK. So come over here, check it out, see what you think of it, and tell what you think, because honestly, this park is amazing, and this ride is one of the best rides here, as long as the animatronics are working, because they don't work all the time.
Yeah, but here's, I just watch Pandora sometimes, because, I mean, if you don't actually play, or like, you can actually, it's actually a pretty dark ride, that's the thing, so I usually don't tend to play.
And it does use 4Ds, you've got 3D glasses, the car moves, and of course, you play it really weirdly. I don't think they've mastered how to play it yet, but you can get some high scores, and I think my highest in this one's like 120,000. So let's go and see if I can beat it on this guy. Are you a rookie? No. Am I a ninja? No. Am I an element master? No. Am I a master of jiu-jitsu? No. Did I get higher than 200,000? Yes, I just released my full potential, and wow. That was the second best of the day. That's quite cool. I like that. Second best of the day. Handy. There you go, look at that, look at me go. I was very happy. It's my highest score I've ever got. And all it was second best of the day, not the best of the day. It had to be 10 times cooler. But first time I've ever got on that board. So, woo, yay, second best of the day. And yeah, that was good fun. Even more fun when you do really well on it. Yeah. Have you been second best of the day? No, you haven't. You haven't been second best of the day. Have you been second best of the day? No, you haven't. Have I been second best of the day? I am. And that was my literal highest score I ever got. Not at all, no. Oh, I should look at my photo. I've been photos up there as well. So whenever someone goes past, I go, I know, mate, that's Tom Dowd there posting, and you got the second best score of the day. What did I get, Adam? What did I get?
It was like
the second best score of the day.
Yeah, but it was like 250,000.
Doesn't matter what it was, but I was second best score of the day. Anyway, we have just completed Legoland Ninjago, and what a ride is that? This time it was a lot better to shoot. I don't know why, but a lot easier because I was yellow. So at the end, quickly the character there, quite good. Getting some more character interactions out of the park.
Oh yeah, they've got loads of. They also got some Lego refreshes.
Exactly, which is all really good. I'll talk about that in a sec. But yeah, that ride is fantastic. It actually was a lot easier this time to shoot. And I think it's because I was literally amazing, but...
They're saying that though.
I normally use that, when there's 4 of you in a row. Now each screen has 2 cars basically, and there's 4 in each row. So there's like 8 people shooting at the same screen, and I think there's 2 of you with the same colour, and then all different colours going around, it's like all over the place. But there's only first in our car, I think there's 2 in the car behind. So and I think none of them were yellow either, so it was literally any yellow one that you saw on the screen was my one. So now I think it was easier, but I don't know, that was quite good.
This dark ride is amazing. Like honestly, it's probably the best dark ride at Legoland. It's over Flight of the Skyline. How that?
Well, obviously not Flight of the Skyline. Has stuff
I mean,
like that.
That's probably the best dark ride.
It's quite good if you do that.
It's really good.
But sometimes I have found it hard, and the technical bits at times have corresponded to the park.
But yeah, you know, like it's a really good dark ride. The atmosphere's great. The theme is great. But something that I noticed is if you do go on Earth, you've got more of a chance of getting a higher score if you go on Earth, like Tom did.
Whatever. Oh well, see what with excuses. You want me with excuses?
Because 4 of the 5 on the top scores of the day are all Earth.
Doesn't mean it made better because the people went on there.
Yeah,
they're a lot better.
But, I mean, I don't know how it could be better because it's probably not possible.
Might just give it away, because what you may not know is that the park, even if you don't play, it adds on like 2,000 for people who don't do it as well. But it's not I got this because maybe on Earth come more. But to be honest, we all know the real reason was I'm just a master of spinjitzu. So
anyway,
that's the reason. But back to talking about the characters earlier. Actually, on the characters, basically they now around the park. They went more interactive. That's one thing at Disney do, but parks around the UK haven't picked up on yet. But not everything is about rides. There's other things that you should be able to do around the park, apart from just the rides, to make your day amazing. And that's what I like when they have characters out, because you shouldn't. Sometimes at parks, queue lines are long, and you want to have stuff instead of just doing rides. So by having that, hopefully in the future, more interactive stuff outside of rides, like the character meet and greets and play areas, of course.
So we're now going to walk through Enchanted Forest. Well, we're already in the Enchanted Forest.
Yeah, this is the Enchanted Forest.
It's going to do all the Halloween stuff. And literally they've taken away everything for Halloween.
Yeah, very quickly as well.
I don't get why they've done that.
Oh, not everything, they're brutal, eh?
Yeah, brutal.
And there's a little thing over there.
The funny is they didn't use it. But personally, I think they should have kept the Halloween
thing no, this is sad.
over fireworks.
Sorry, this is sad. They'll
show in a minute. Because yeah, it just makes sense because it's still sort of Halloween, and I know it's after the 31st, but a couple of years later they did keep it over this fireworks, so I think they should have kept it over there, but this is sad.
This is sad, look at this, all these cool things. I was like, I'd pay anything to have these. They just dump them in a pile over here, like, I don't know if you look at them there, look like they're going to be shipped off somewhere, but all the Halloween stuff just be dumped over here. You see the ladders still just on the floor, like they just got halfway through the night and just like, yeah, you know what, I give up. But you can see all these posters that were up previously.
But to be fair, they do use these every year, so I'm sure they're going to put it there.
Yeah, it looks like our base Jim McTain is going to be like used.
Like, that's my favourite character as well, the skeleton.
I know, but
I'm sure they'll do something.
But that was obviously part of the Legoland Brick or Treat, which was literally a few months, not a few months ago, it was literally last month. And I've got a vlog from the opening day of that, if I can remember in editing, which I never ever do. It's just about, otherwise you can just go on the channel and search up Legoland Brick or Treat. But we're now heading over towards the Dragon with our amazingly quiet day today. Yeah, I don't see why not. And
some big news is that I'm on 44 rides this season on Dragon. So we're now going to lap it, 6 more rides, so I can get to 50. So that's 50 rides in 1 year on Dragon, which is pretty good.
I don't want to bore you guys with non-stop Adam lapping the rides.
I like reviews every
single time, but we'll film a ride in it or something. I might not do every single ride that Adam goes on it. So I'll film some clips, film a ride, and we'll see you as we do come off the Dragon. And then we'll probably get some lunch because we don't want to get lunch at 12 o'clock. Is it 12 o'clock?
Yeah, it's past 12. It's I think it's 12:30. So.
12:30. So we're going to go this way quickly, but we're going to give a nice entrance through the Dragon as it's 12:30 right now. Go on there, probably get off there with a Curious Day by 1 o'clock and then head on to Burger Kitchen to get some nice food. That's what I'm really looking forward to, guys. Not really the Dragon.
And get the 55 Dragon this year. So.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys prefer? Comment down below. 55 Dragon this year or Burger Kitchen. It's a hard one, guys. Well, not for me. Easily Burger Kitchen. Well, I know I said you'll see you afterwards, but I can't go through this queue line without showing you how short it is. And I mean, literally, when I say it's walk on, I mean it is walk on. I think it's so short, in fact, I really can stay on it.
It's quite a long queue.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
It's very long.
A few steps, maybe? What? A few steps?
Yeah, maybe about 5 minutes, so it's not way too long.
Oh, God. But it doesn't mean we probably can't lap it round and round, which means you have to go round and then go down the queue line again.
We will do that. Because I'll get 50 Dragon this year, so it'll be good.
Hello again, guys. We have just had an hour, and by we I mean Addison half a day, literally going round and round on the Dragon roller coaster. Now, we didn't let you stay on because it was just a tad too busy. So there's always someone just about in your finger. Some rows are empty at times. Even one ride I watched was back row empty. I know, disgraceful.
I could have stayed on, but
they didn't let you. But I was also not doing all the rides, and Adam did the ones. Now he's at 50, so well done, Adam.
Yeah.
But I only did like 2 on it because I wanted to get some shots, have a bit of relax, get some cool photos for Instagram. But now my favourite part, Burger Kitchen. Woo!
Just saying that though, I have to joke with you. Like, the staffing was so nice up there. Like, literally every ride he gave us that row. It was like we could have queued up for it for rides. It was so nice. It was great because I mean I got back row for my first. No, I got front row and back row, and I think I got back row like 4 or 5 times. I got front row once. So yeah, I do really appreciate that.
No, I don't know why you did it because to be honest, you would have gone in later anyway. Night ride on Dragon. However, I wanted to do my night ride on Mythica.
No, what's the point? It's shut. Well, yeah, no,
it's not shut. It's indoors.
It's indoors, and they don't even light up for like the Skyline and the rest of the area. And they go mythical, all the mythical creatures. So it's quite weird.
I think they should light it up. To be honest, he's enjoying his day here at Legoland, isn't he? He's enjoying his day here at Legoland. But they should light Mythical. Like, if anyone's seen Disney World, I know it's a lot. For Animal Kingdom Pandora. Now, you have a few references between Disney and Pandora, and I think, to be honest, Disney probably copied Mythica. But at night time, Pandora, the floor, like the marks on the flooring, light up, and it looks really, really awesome. So with Legoland, they've even got the marks on the floor. We just need to glow them up a little bit. However, as I said, we're now entering into the Burger Kitchen because I am absolutely starving.
I mean, I would love to go to Pandora one day, but you never know.
Never know. Could be next year.
We could maybe plan a trip. I don't know.
Never know. You know, wink, wink. Wow, after having an amazing lunch, we are now outside of Pirate Falls and looking at it today, it does not look like it's going to be running.
Should we go for a ride?
Yeah, I've got a bit of working. However, Burger Kitchen, oh, amazing. It's expensive. I don't know how much double bacon cheeseburger, let's have a look in there. Yeah, double bacon and cheese meal is £10.79, which is almost ridiculous, really. Like, that sort of price is horrendous. But it's so nice, so good, and I loved it. Especially one of my last times I'm going to be having a burger. Probably have one tomorrow as well at Alton Towers. It was a bit sad to have to leave Burger Kitchen, but
it is about £2 more than Alton Towers, whatever meal you get.
Yeah, but I think it's better. I think it's bigger.
Quality is better.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's pretty nice.
And the style was really nice. I was alright in a sec, but quickly, the most themed building I think in the whole of Legoland, this toilet block. Like, look at it, all the cannonball and the thing, and it is just really, really themed. And I don't get it why, but they've just properly gone full out on this building here. But credit to like the private kitchen. Like, look how clean that is. Anyway, that was what the staff member saying. Basically, it was saying that we said we wanted to sit around the harbour area for the show, and apparently, if you're coming, I'll probably post this one tomorrow, so it's sort of a day if you're watching this one and you're coming on Sunday, you better to know this tip. But if you are going to go and watch the fireworks, make sure to get there at least an hour before it starts, because the little show
starts an hour before, and always the show's such a laugh every time. It's so funny. But to be honest, they do put a lot of effort into it. So it just make it quite.
So if I was you, I'd go an hour and a half before. If the show's on an hour before, you go an hour and a half before. To be honest,
it really depends how much you want to see the show.
And if anything, you go an hour and 35 minutes because everyone wants to get there half an hour, 8 o'clock, but always do an odd time before when you think you want to go, just so then it makes a big difference. Trust me, guys. Anyway. We're now going over towards our next attraction, and I'm thinking Deepsea.
Well, I guess we do Haunted House on the way.
Well, that's Deepsea, yeah, that's all the area because.
Or Sky Ride, should we do Sky Ride?
That's a long way up. Do some rides down here first, I think. In my eyes, I think we've pretty much done Kingdom of Affairs. There's not much I want to do in there. Yeah. We've done everything I want to do in the Jargo. We've of course done Mythica and all that land. And I think in terms of what we have left to do over here at the park, really, down at the bottom we've got, what is it called? Deepsea Adventure and, of course, Haunted House Monster Party to do. But then, when we then go upwards again, we can then start doing stuff like Sky Ride. But while we're down here, I think we should try completing as many rides as we can at the bottom part of the park.
Should we play Dino or stuff?
We'll do it on the way out. We'll do it on the way out with Fairy Tale Brook. Such a great ride.
What are we doing?
We'll do it on the way out. So we'll go from the bottom, we'll make our way up
also, as
for
well,
you guys.
By the way, I've already never taken a video before. but my favourite soundtrack at Legoland, or one of them, is actually the soundtrack behind me right now.
Yeah.
It's a really good soundtrack.
I've never actually tried it before, but I wanted to point out quickly, but you can also get, if you just on Legoland, get these annual passes, and I was going to say, how cool is the gold annual pass? I think, I was looking at it recently, not because I want to just get one like Legoland, but I think it was like 119 quid or 59 for the green one, which is off-peak time, so...
It's not bad. I mean, I guess though, compared to Fulton's Park, like, I was sort of hoping to get one next year, and
Fulton's Park is very expensive.
I mean, obviously, we don't live too far in, it's about an hour, but I'll check on the prices. £250 each for the season pass. But if you want to get the other one, you can have weekends but only in November, and then the rest of the year is just off-peak days. And obviously we're at school, so it doesn't matter. So that was like 100.
Exactly, and compared to here, where it's like 49 quid to get one, and I personally prefer this than Fulton's Park in my eyes. So I would definitely rather get one for here instead of Fulton's Park. However, hopefully when I add the new addition to Fulton's, it'll be almost the same. But the rides here, retro rides, as well as of course the brand new ones like Mythica. If you are going to come here, get an annual pass, whether it is a Merlin one, which can literally go up to like 300 quid for one that we have a year, or get one for Legoland, which is up to 100 quid. I think we've just got both, to be honest. When I was younger, we used to get Legoland. Now, of course, because it's in the bigger parks as well, and the channel will do a Merlin, but it's definitely worth investing into one of the passes when you do go.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing is, like, it really depends how much you want to do. If you want to do, like, just basically Lego, obviously it's got to get next to it. If you don't come to us that often, and you have, like, one, like, immediate favourite that's pretty close to your house, like, for me, Alton Towers is my favourite, but, I mean, obviously, it's, like, 2 hours up north, so... there's no point really just getting Alton Towers, but I mean Lego has a really close second, and that's a 15-minute drive. But if there's one park which is close to you, which your favourite park in the UK, yeah, definitely get it. But personally, I still recommend a Merlin pass, and I would actually personally recommend the gold one. And that's only because if you want to get the top one like we've got, that you sort of have to come like 2 or 3 times a week to a theme park, which is insane. But I mean, we thought it was worth it to do it enough. But I mean, yeah, if you don't do it, like if you only do about once a week or once every 2 weeks, I probably wouldn't get the top pass because there's not as many benefits for the price range, but still, it's a good pass.
Yeah, and because of annual passes, as I said, they are expensive to get for parks, and I was looking at recently, actually, is it cheaper, because we're not a big fan of Fort Park on the channel, I don't really want to go there a lot, whether it's cheaper just to get a Legoland pass, get a Alton Towers pass, on top of that get like an Oakwood pass or something. But when we looked into it, it was a little bit, not a lot, like maybe like 100 or so quid more.
But we guess things like,
as well as your obviously.
Yeah, but I guess like with Merlin pass as well, like, I mean, there's like the flexibility of like going to Sea Life and like Mandy Source and all the London attractions and all that. So, I mean, I like Sea Life, and next year we've got some good news. We may only have about 4 left. So, and there's 2 really hard ones. There's one in Scotland. And there's also one in Southern Ireland, yes.
And if going to all the other Sea Lives is not a reason to subscribe, what is? To be honest with you guys, we all love Sea Life.
I actually really enjoy it. He doesn't.
It's rubbish. Sea Life's absolutely rubbish. Look at a fish. The only good Sea Life is Deepsea Adventure, which we're all going to very soon.
Very good sea life.
That is the best Sea Life there is.
Saying that, so what we talked about the other day is they should actually have like Deepsea Adventure in Sea Life. And like, I know it's going to cost a bit of money, and obviously the ride system itself is going to cost quite a lot. But if they have that, and they can advertise it well. I mean, I know Merlin, they're very good at advertising. And if they do that, I mean, let's say they built one of them, I think Great Yarmouth would be out there like very soon to experience it. So
yeah, well, we've got one here anyway. But it is now time to head over towards Deepsea Adventure over here at Legoland Windsor. So join us as we do head into a submarine and head off on our adventure.
Explorers, there's lots to see of us. Beautiful corals and magnificent sea creatures.
We are now in the coral cave.
Found in these kind of tropical waters.
Sharks have been on the earth longer than dinosaurs.
Don't forget about the cow-nosed stingrays. They were pretty cool too. They swim in groups and use their wings to kick up the sand and find hidden food.
White fence. He's going to come to the middle here. That one. But turn around though and see it comes. Unless it's the lighting. Yeah, no, you do. One side of it.
course, a lovely experience we just had as we went under the sea in Deepsea Adventure. And for any younger kid who goes on that ride, and even me, it is great fun. When you're younger, of course, you do go under the water, so it's very, very exciting to see all the different fish like sharks, stingrays, and some will have their mouths wide open. But people like me and my mum and Adam as well, I just like going in there and just sitting down. Like, you basically get 7 minutes of just being able to sit down in the warm, a bit of water, and see some fish. How nice is that? And honestly, very relaxing. All these lunch is a nice thing to do that instead of going on another coaster. But now, looking like a queue for haunted house, you just can't go there and not do it.
It's just too long.
Yeah, we need to.
We of course need to do it, but yeah, Deepsea.
It's a good ride.
They recently refurbished it. I think it was this year that actually they refurbished it. It used to be, of course, Atlantis, and then after Legoland California changed theirs to Deepsea Adventure. Of course, over here at Legoland Windsor, they've also now taken towards Deepsea Adventure. So that is basically why it's now called Deepsea Adventure. But I said earlier, we're now going to head over towards the Haunted House Monster Party. Hello. And yeah, oh God, I'm so excited to ride this ride again. Over the course again in 2019, and we have got a video from the opening date of this with Hugo and Callum Du-plessis. Well, Callum Du-plessis, Hugo Garrod, as they filmed the opening of this event. Really popular on the channel, and definitely recommend checking it out. However, of course, I'm not in it, so it's not as good. But now to be back here, over here, for this ride, it's just amazing. And I know Mythica's opened, but this was the best ride until Mythica opened. So what is going to be next? We just don't know here at Legoland.
Like, what I'm thinking is they're going to run like a holiday village, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's going to be rooms
like, not a holiday village, I feel like they're some like more hotels, like cabins.
More accommodation, because now they've added all these new areas, I think they do need some more, because they've got 2 hotels, of course, they've got the main hotel and the castle hotel. But if they had some more like cabins, like Auckland Towers, they've got loads of
sort of like the Enchanted Forest, or maybe even glamping at Chesington.
Yeah, because Chesington's even added some new ones up. We're going to add some more cabins at Chesington. So Chesington,
well, hopefully,
they've got 2 hotels, the glamping, and then might add some cabins as well. Over here at Legoland, they've only got 2 hotels. So maybe some more accommodation soon, maybe a new ride. We'll find out in 2023 when we return for that season. But of course, we're waiting for a party, and despite being incredibly happy not to wait that lovely castle pen over here.
Yeah, it was so fun.
It is time to party over here on the ride.
So, yeah, it's crazy.
We're in the fast pass queue, that's how crazy the queue is. So,
yeah, I mean, the main queue is literally shut. You couldn't go in there.
And I think you can buy a fast pass when you get here, though, can't you?
Yeah, you can buy it.
So if you're going to buy a fast pass, wait. That's all I'm going to say. Look at the queues first.
Yeah, so basically, their fast pass system called Qbot, and basically, it's basically a fast pass. But you get this little thing. Yeah, you just go off the advice, basically. But yeah, I would personally look at all the queue times. Even if it's a bit more to buy it here, I would definitely come and look at the queue times, because we're in the fast pass queue, so it's like it makes a big difference. And personally, well, like the best tip is if you come down there on a summer's day, to us whatever day, and you want to get the most done in terms of like their main attractions. Go Haunted House Party, Deepsea Adventure, Miz Ride Adventure, Laser Raiders, then Ninjago.
Yeah, you get about
If you get done them all of them, roughly about an hour and 15 minutes, you'll complete all of them. Then you can head to Dragon or something like that. And really, you've not done 5 big rides here. There's only like 8, so you've done well.
And we have done very well today.
But yeah, we've done 13 rides, 14 maybe. Yeah, it's been good.
It's been good. We've got so much more to come over here, so stay tuned, stay on, as we now have a party on the haunted house in the monster party. Well, we remained outside, but in the house. We're going in the haunted house. Ooh.
The haunted house.
There is no greater party in town.
There is no other party in the town.
Yes, I'm so glad you're okay. Spiders!
First, I will show you my warm-up invention. No, that was monster-made party automation system. Let's just turn this.
Green is not my goal.
Woohoo! Nighttime! My favorite. Best time for the Bat Boogie. You must all join in. The most spectacular party trick ever, ready!
We just had a party over on the Haunted House Monster Party, and what a party it sure is. But the Caramage House is still fantastic. It's getting a bit rough at times now. You can hear like a little bit of like clunk as it goes round, which ruins the experience a little bit. So hopefully in the new season they can then sort that all out. But still, the pre-show is miles better than Mythica. Even though it's got the same sort of concept of a screen, I still actually prefer Mythica. And then the ride itself is also amazing.
Yeah, I don't know whether it's like it's better or not, because Mythica, you can't really go through it that much. It's a very good pre-show, but if you see it more than once, it starts getting boring. But it's Monster Party. I do think that Flight of Skyline is better.
I think it's the interaction level as well, like Haunted House, like with the disco ball and
it's a bit more like
all the characters singing along. It's much more like fun for younger children and stuff. But over on Mythica, it's very like instructional. It's much. So I get mistakes, get confused now.
Every time he says Mythica, I always have to say Flight of the Sky, because he doesn't get the difference between Mythica and Flight of the Sky.
Yeah, but even though it's still Mythica, it's still an amazing ride, but it's quite a long process before you get there. And each ride can ride 80 people, so...
Duplo Airport's walk on.
Each ride, well, I'll do that later, but first, but each ride can basically put 80 people on. I mean, because if they did one pre-show, they'd have to do it for every single like group of people. So it's like 6 or 7 groups of pre-shows, so it takes a lot more time to do that.
Overall though, overall, Haunted Monster Party is a great madhouse. It's my favourite in the UK. They've only ever got 3 in the UK.
They got, of course, got Haunting at Drayton Manor. That's good. Haunting, I think it's got the best pre-show Haunting has.
Great, yeah, Haunting's pre-show is good.
Because it's like a long pre-show, it's like a 15-minute walkthrough.
It's small and it's quite
really
straight.
weird, yeah. Do that.
And I don't think you even go, like, as they say, upside down. I don't think you even go over once. I mean, obviously, if you want to know, you don't actually go upside down. But I don't think you even, like, have that sensation. I don't even think the route moves out the full way, you know what I mean? But... yeah, it's just strange, but you know what? I think Haunted Monster Party.
And of course you've got Hex as well.
Hex is good though.
Hex is Olden Town is also good, but I think Haunted Monster Party is the most fun, enjoyable, and I definitely recommend a ride.
And I'll blow your house in.
Hello, bird. Get up there. We're gonna go under you, okay? Oh, you're not falling off. Oh, I'm not scared of birds if you are. Ah. What are you doing, pigeons, today? Are you going to come in? Are you going to go in the water? Are you going to go in? Nah, you're going to take a walk around. Okay, you get to go on Fairy Tale Brook, but it's a very, very realistic Lego model. Hello? How you doing? Oh, goodbye. Honestly, I love Fairy Tale Brook. One of my favourite rides of all times, and especially over here at Legoland Windsor. Maybe it's because it's my childhood ride that I always used to go on, or just because it's fun, always has a walk on queue, and there's 5 minutes to sit down, go on your phone, and all that jazz. But honestly, that ride was fantastic, and we were going to do our rides over at Duo Valley, but we decided it's starting to rain a little bit now, and always in the middle of the day, we like to nip up to the top, look in the shop, because what you may not know is the shop gets busy, and if you're going at the end of the day, you'll have to be queuing for ages. People like us who never really buy anything from up there, it's not worth having a queue to be crammed to look around. But in the middle of the day, what we do is we go up there to the shop, have a look at it, it's completely empty, and if there's anything you want to buy, we look at it and we put it behind the counter or something for the end of the day. So you have to get properly.
Also, as well, you can actually do it online. So if you've got an online shop, and then they give you the password up there. It is awesome. So you write that in. I think it's capital letter, and then you basically buy it online. But it's weird because they only give you the password if you're here, and they don't give you if you're not here. But it's a bit strange. But you can buy it and get it delivered, like, so it's a bit strange. But still, you can still like lay out special merch. But something you can't see is the Flight of the Skyline t-shirts, which are actually in the shop. They're right at the back, so they're quite hard to find. But if you do find them, they're very good t-shirts, so...
yes, so what we're going to do, we're going to head up there, have a look at the shop, show you guys a little bit around, and also we're going to go grab our coats, because of course when it gets later on, it gets colder, and now it's starting to rain. Mum said to us, do you know what, we're going to get a coat, so we're going to go up there, and we're going to go and grab our coats.
On the way, to help with the coldness, we're going to do a Viking splash again, because why not? But it's going to be cold,
exactly, and when it's walk on, there's no harm, we're just heading onto it. So let's go now, over towards Viking Splash, and then head up towards the shop. Well, I don't know you, but it doesn't look like the ride's very open. Now, it could be because it's closed because of like dusk sort of time, or it could be closed because someone was messing around on the ride, which therefore caused it to close. And I think it's dusk, so there's absolutely no queue.
Because earlier we saw somebody pushing a bike along. I think it's probably because it's dust to us, because it'll get a bit cloudy soon.
But also there is, what is it called, a queue here. So I think it might be because someone was messing around there, because there's security up there. And as soon as some like door opens or something, the water gets emptied out very, very quickly. So I don't know what it is. It could be a malfunction, someone messing around or whatever. But we have evacuated the ride from what we can see. So I don't know. I said we know see, but we can't be really. So there's no out there, but it's
there is some water. If you look at the other end, there's some water down there. So when you're near Hill Train, there's some water down there.
Yeah, that's part of the lake.
And that's full as well. So I mean, I very, very doubt because it's the rain, because it hasn't been raining much, and even if it did, it probably wouldn't fit anyway. So. But I think that's our chance to go from doing Firework Spectacular. Hopefully later on it might open again, but as it does close at dusk anyway, because of course you don't want to have a water ride open when it's really, really dark. It probably limits the time later on. If you want to know the ride coasters, there's only very few parts of the mod that does this, but Legoland's one. So you can write ride coasters on their website, and it'll come up with a selection of rides which will be covered on your visit or not. So I know that Hill Train will be shut down until December. The Legoland Express also will.
There's a lot of walking basically.
Yeah, but also as well, Skyline. I said it was opening on fireworks. Hasn't opened yet, but hey ho. Oh, I think I know why Flagstaff's shut. No, don't worry. Because it usually shuts at like 12 and opens at 3. And then it shuts at dusk, but I don't know. Maybe not.
I think they close in the middle of the day normally, because no one ever goes in the middle, because it's like we're sort of worried go on the end and go at the start. But of course now, no one really has to walk up to a hill, and when we normally go in the middle of the day we take the hill train, but it hasn't been operated for like the last month or so. Yeah. So you can't do that at the moment. However, maybe we might meet Jane up here as well. We'll just go here, have a, I don't know, a coffee in the shop or anything, go to the shop itself, show you, grab the coats and show you with the t-shirt, because they are very, very cool and you don't want to miss out.
Well, it's such a small display, and I mean, we come down like 2 times a weekend, and like we search them all in the shop all the time. Yeah. We only found them about a week ago, so they're a very good bit of merch if you want to pick them up, because they may sell out soon.
And also the Rita Man has now opened, which will probably become quite popular at the end of the day, usually.
To a short space. That there is probably more popular than the actual ride.
It actually probably is. Snazzy shots, but here we are now heading down back in towards the park, and we did a quick trip into the shop and lots of awesome stuff there. Of course, believe it or not, there is Lego, but also there's some other cool Legoland merch which has really just started this year. Like in the previous years over here at Legoland, there hasn't been a lot of like Legoland merch, because then they brought out the Legoland sets, which are really, really cool.
Oh,
like the water park, the dragon,
all of them. I think there's 3 we don't have,
and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, and we got a few of them, and then also now of course we're bringing up Mythica t-shirts. I hope we sell well, because I think they're really awesome, and we'll definitely get some for Christmas. Yeah. But then we're gonna nip in towards the car and got our coats, because you may not know, but it gets cold over here, and it started raining, so we thought let's go and get our coats ready for the cold evening ahead. But we will be here, as said earlier, for the whole night over here tonight, so stay tuned. But
what's the point of going straight to Duplo Dino when we go on some slides when they're literally walking?
And there's no queues for the slides, so
let's just enjoy it.
Slides, let's go on slides, guys.
We're not very slippery.
They're not that good actually. Oh, that's all. They are good. Those sides are open though. But these little ones here are always open, and then, believe it or not, they just get a queue. So, what? Ow. God, run, jumping.
They're not that good.
No, I got them mental. See? Oh, he did it calm. I fell on the floor after the mine. But yeah, again, don't know how long they're going to stay there for, but they're good fun, and they actually are on the ride list. Yeah. Enjoy my guess by 5 to 12, yeah, with that.
It's a beginner slide.
Beginner slide, yeah, whatever. But Again, there are theories as well about this whole land and imagination centre being changed.
What? If that's a theory, I'm happy.
Well, that is the one thing we do not shop at on this channel. How much you hate Imagination Centre. Because since they removed, of course, that cool pulling up tower,
but
it literally is nothing. But
one thing though, they need to keep these. If they're going to remove it, they need to keep
we will watch
these are such a classic. Like, they do need to keep this. But we have said, wouldn't they look cool if they actually bought... So Legoland Billund in Denmark has this ride called Firework Express. And that would be a really good fit here because it's got like a tilt track. So basically, you go into station sort of like 13 and you don't drop, but you basically sort of just tilt like that and then you drop out the station. It's pretty cool actually, but it's not in the station, but it'd be a cool fit for it.
Obviously, Legoland Billund was the first part that was made by Lego Company, and this is the second one. So it is very good, of course, with all the stuff that's added over towards the park. But with this area here,
honestly, this is the most expanded. But they are actually going to build. I'm sorry if I pronounced it wrong, but Legoland Suchan or something like that in China, and that's going to be the biggest one that they're ever going to build. So that's going to be crazy. But I think Windsor's got the best line.
And apart from this land, which they really need to do, because to be honest, there's that Lego thing out, which the drop tower was, and of course got the ultimate store is literally, and of course the park's not really today, but this is empty. And then there's Lego Reef. We won't go there for long. We'll just head around it and past the Lego Bugatti. But literally, it's just like a temporary thing. It's one of those sort of things where, you know, like Bugatti's cool, but like, you know, the educational things that you go to your school and there's a few little things. That is literally what this area is.
Right, but I mean, you can see it's temporary. It's not like it's properly built here. Saying that, I've only ever done that once, so that shows you how much we've done here. Well, down in this area, because I've only ever done that once.
And then they've got Skyride that's never ever open, to be honest. It's occasionally open, but it's rarely open.
The last 3 years, it's been operating quite a lot. And I mean, things like back in 2019.
But let's be honest, even when it does open, it's nothing special, is it really?
I mean, like this over there, you get a good view of Miniland, and I'm going to show you my secret quickly. So if you come down here, they've actually got the best view of Miniland. So you head down here, and then it's an amazing view. But Sky, I remember saying 2019, like it was hardly ever open, and when we saw it open, we were like, yeah, we need to put this down. They even put Chenton, we came down it just to do that. But yeah, here is the view of Miniland. It's an amazing view.
Yeah, you get a proper like overhead view. Like, also probably better move up there on the Sky Ride, but you can sit down here and have a look across Miniland, which I think is pretty cool.
I think it's on for fireworks. I wouldn't believe
it would be a good view of fireworks though, but I bet they close it. Like, but
logically you would.
Logically, but even if it's not going to be packed down here.
Yeah.
We're still going to try to get into the Boston. If we can't, well, probably you look up places like that. But we do want to, of course, wait for Jayden's family as well as my dad's who are before we probably find a seat. And of course, like over here in Imagination Centre, you have got a Ben & Jerry's, which was added for this year. Again, very temporary building. It looks quite big, to be honest, with Ben & Jerry's. So that's quite cool. And then you've got the actual Lego Education Zone. But apart from that, the Imagination Centre has nothing. I don't know if these count as the Imagination Centre, but the dinghies, they're like, one of them never ever open.
Never open.
We did it on one vlog, we did it. That's the only vlog we had.
Yeah, I think we've only had one, but I mean, we used to actually do it a lot. I would say if that had stayed open this whole time, I that's probably my most ridden ride I've been on, but as obviously it's had a lot of downtime, Dragon is my most ridden ride.
But I
love Rough Racing, it's a great ride, and it's such a shame that they haven't been opening it. But good news, they may be opening it next year because they said close to winter and reopening in 2022. So whether that's just them joking around, this could be, but I mean, it's more like a thought park would joke around than Legoland. So.
Exactly. But yeah.
And there's new signage up there. It's quite
very true. It really is just to redo this land. Like, it can make an amazing coaster obviously here. I want an RMC, but I've got a feeling Legoland won't build that.
I'd like to say that. Even a family RMC, because they've just released it. Or a Gravity Group wooden coaster, that'd be pretty good.
I think they need another coaster here because they got, and in my opinion, I think Duplo's done a coaster is pretty much the same level as Dragon Roller Coaster. It's quite tame Dragon Roller Coaster. And my most intense ride is actually with Dragon Apprentice. So I feel like they need to add they need to add a more intense coaster over here towards the park. But of course, in the future, we don't really know what's coming. We also know about like a Lego factory ride at the top, like we recently opened over at New York. But again, the future of Legoland is looking very positive. Of course, with the new additions of Mythica, that's because of his 25th birthday. But we open this ride here, and if you've got a ride, you might as well open it.
Honestly, if you unpen this, like all I want for this year, it's like I don't need all the park up there, so this part's amazing anyway. That's all we want. We just want raft races to be back operational again. Oh, it was such a good ride back in the day. It was so much fun. But yeah, I think the track's still pretty clean as well because they've been running water down it the last few
if you look at it, if you got really dirty down here, but it looks like, I don't know if you can see from it, but around this corner there,
like, yeah,
it's all clear.
It was getting really, really dirty. Like, you could hardly even go past it, like, without looking at how like much leaves were on the track, like in the track, whatever you call it. Yeah.
Track, yeah. Slide, track, whatever. But we are now back over towards the Duplo Dino Coaster, ready to have some fun. As we now head back onto this ride, new for 2020. We were again there for the opening of that ride as well. And I'm very looking forward to being able to join the Dino Coaster and head on its very long adventure. See you there. Way, we just had a ride on the Duplo Dino Coaster. Probably the best manufacturer who made a ride at the park has done that ride. It's like a Mac, isn't it?
Sort of. It's made by ART, so Art and Engineering, and yeah, so it's not Mac. I don't know. It's something to do with Mac rides.
So that's a big company in theme park world.
I think Art built it. I think Mac designed it. I don't know. But I think that's what, because they've got Bar Express.
Bar Express.
And they mainly just build Mac rides. They do have a couple like Wood and Timber Coast, which is GCI, and Silverside, which is B&M, but I believe it's probably a mix of Mac rides.
And for all of you people who watch this video have no idea what we're on about, these are roller coaster manufacturers, and that is
Mac rides
and Mac rides is an incredible. One of the best roller coasters in the world, really, from Mac.
Yeah.
But
if you had a Blue Fire before, not Blue Fly, Blackbridge Ridge, that's what's good.
Yeah.
A Blue Fire. Yeah.
However, we are now in the queue for a ride that I don't think we've ever been on in this vlog. We may have done on the opening of the Dino Coaster vlog, but since when we last on it, there's definitely trees up around here, but it's so much more open now, and you can see the whole land from it, as well as being able to go on the ride, which is quite good, especially how it's like a kids' land. If the parents don't want to go on the ride, I want to watch their kids in the queue line, but there's no trees in there, which obviously is not the greatest thing if you can't find your kids in the queue line. However, this ride's been open for ages. It's been donkey's years. I remember when it first opened, and you used to get these like pop badges, and it's like wanted helicopter pilot sort of thing that we got. So it's been around for a long, long time. However, it still is a really good fun ride. You get great views, and with Legoland, all the interaction that comes into these attractions over here makes it so much fun for everyone to do. And yeah, you can fly on yourself, but we're going separate, Adam, right?
Yeah, we'll go separate, but the best view is if you're going to Duplo Dino Coaster, it's a really good view, so yeah.
We'll go up,
one of them.
We'll go up and fly a helicopter ride, don't we?
It's a sea Duplo Dino Coaster.
Exactly, what a helicopter flight we're going on.
See a coaster.
So, Jayden is coming down to the park in only 15 minutes. So if you're bored with us, he's coming down soon to keep you guys company. But we also just met up with Zach and his family from Theme Park Extreme. Great channel, check them out. He's got 940 subs, so let's try to get him to 1,000. Yeah, 1,000 subs. He's done really well actually. So get him there. But yeah, really nice. We might be having him again today. He's obviously with a family trip, so we don't want to get too much in their face. But it was really nice and really nice people. But
okay, so
anyway, back to this.
Here, to the firework bit.
Firework
so I'm going to read all that. Fireworks is 6, so that's when the fireworks start. It's like 6 o'clock. And the viewing area is on Miniland, Harlech City Harbour, Fire Academy and Lego City. So Fire Academy is just up there. So I mean, I don't know where they're going to view it for Fire Academy.
Yeah.
It's not really a good viewing point in my opinion, but hey ho, if I was going to choose, I'd choose Miniland or Duis, the Harlech City Harbour is one I'd choose. But yeah, you can choose there if you want to. Or yeah, you should play there fun basically.
And then plan your fun. So
but you scan.
We're going to run it, but I think there is a show at the Harlech City Harbour, and there used to be one actually up in Miniland, but I think they've stopped right now because obviously they're doing refurbishments up there. So if you do want to watch the show, that's on I think at 5, and that's what the guys said. So I think we should try aiming to get there. What time is it, Adam?
4:25.
So we'll try aiming to get there really possibly.
So basically,
when Jay gets there.
Yeah, so Jay gets here, we'll get there.
We're getting down there trying to get a seat.
But do you want
to
have a look at some like Maze Run Adventure dark rides? Like as it's getting a little bit dark, maybe we try the night ride.
We'll have one later on, but of course we're going to be Jay in a sec as well, so we'll try to be over in a bit. But
you've got a while. We
got like 10 minutes or so, 2 days, 15. But in this vlog time, like 2 minutes until we met with Jayden Austin.
Literally 2 minutes.
So we'll head down the park, see if there's any more rides between them. But we want to be able to measure it, so we'll kind of ease our way up a little bit towards the top of the hill. But there's no real attraction. All we've got Imagination Centre and Viking Splash.
Skyline is currently closed.
And Skyline is currently closed.
If you're visiting this weekend, just be warned, Gyro does have a chance.
And most importantly, the hill train has been shut, so be prepared for that. Because that walk up the hill, especially with a pushchair, I feel sorry for anyone who has to walk up that hill at the end of the day after a long day of fireworks over here at Legoland. And we have decided on a ride. We are on
Aero Nomad.
That's a ride. No idea what it's called. Thank you for catching me out about it. But yeah, this is like the Park's carousel. Now, it's nothing massive by any means. Ferris wheel. There's a carousel.
It's a Ferris wheel.
That's a carousel, don't it? This is the Park's Ferris wheel. And again, it's nothing massive, but it's always fun to sit on here. These are rides that we literally never do at Park. But when we go through a ride count today, there's literally not a lot we haven't done. Now, the Legoland Express is closed. I've always done that. It's my favourites. And apart from that,
saying that though, that's like trampoline at Christmas, so if you're down for Christmas,
like a Christmas train, ooh, nice. But we just decided to head onto here. It was a nice little ride. It may last like 5 or 10 minutes, and you can film on it.
Yeah, and the good thing is as well, it's once, and I think like 2 years ago, me and my dad came on here, and this staff was so fantastic. So basically, obviously, usually they wouldn't hold a button down for the full like 15 minutes of the show. The staff member held a button down for 15 minutes constantly in the show, so we could just go round and round and round there to watch the fireworks with it. So we were very
That's a good view in there for sure.
Yeah, it is, but I think we got like 32 rides on it in the end. It was insane. I mean, that would have brought up our ride count a little bit, but yeah, it was really good. And like the view of the fireworks with it would be incredible, but yeah, if it's a nice staff member, which is what it will be, they may let you. You never know.
Exactly, but of course when the fireworks are on, you can do a ride. There's some that won't be open, but the majority is done. And if you want to get short queues, that is the time to do it.
Yeah, also,
that is done.
It's like Jan wants to saw the fireworks off the dragon. So yeah, if you go down it, sometimes right. So as you can see over here, there's a pretty good view.
Yeah, so if you don't know where it is, this is like Heart Lake City, just down there. You see the buildings from there. And on top of that, you've also got Mythica just down the corner, you can fire a nice free fall, and so that means you have a fireworks which is coming up here, so you get a proper nice view up here. Of it. And yeah, Byron's going back on again. I don't know why that is. We might be testing it again.
There's people on it.
Is there? Oh, nice.
I mean, now.
Very nice.
Oh yeah.
But I said, we're up here now. I can't really load everyone up. That's why it's not like spinning around or not. But once it's loaded up, we'll get 2 full cycles before it comes back down.
It's good.
Off we go on our cycle round. Now, of course, it's 2 times round. And this time, as you probably can tell, it's a lot faster round, which means that you can get a lovely view around the park quickly. So you kind of hit lucky or unlucky, really. Like, if you're the last person to board, you just get missed. But if you're like us, who's boarded at the start, you get the whole way around. And whether you look at it, if you want a longer ride or a shorter ride, you're more lucky.
Yeah, it's what you get another go around, basically. So.
And as well, I don't know if you can tell, buy a car, which is actually a wheelchair accessible car, which basically means that if you do have a wheelchair, you can still go on this amazing ride, which is really good at the park, because these 2 doors open, you wheel your chair in, sit belt, and normally there's a big pole in the middle, there's one here, and there is also, I mean, just noticed it, there's also a seat belt here.
Yeah, I mean, if there's nobody with a wheelchair, they will still use it to go around.
Oh no, it's the same, Adam, I swear, it's the same time no matter when you go on, because you just get off later.
That's a good point, man.
Very true, yes. Just realised that one.
Don't worry.
I think it is now our time to get off. Okay, we're now making our way over towards the Heart Lake City viewing area. Now, normally we're going to sit down and wait before this time, but I don't know if it's going to be busy or not at the moment. I think it will be busy.
It depends. I mean, we're just going to check, because recent years it has been busy, but again, today's been pretty quiet.
Now, my bet is that we only managed to get a seat here. I bet even now, there's not going to be a seat yet, and of course, it's not wait for Jayden to come down.
But yeah, like, there's nobody standing around the side.
Yeah, but why you start standing up if you got a seat to be enjoyed if you come staff, and there's through one of the benches as well, they're the lucky ones. If you've got a bench at this time, however, let's take a look. I bet it's full. You guys go and have a look.
There's already nobody down this bit.
Yeah. The benches look pretty full, but let's have a quick look around here. And some have full. Yeah, or it's small as well. I think you just get a seat out of it, to be honest. Let's go and have a look down here, okay? We'll probably get a seat and start waiting, ready for us to go. Because lots of it, as you can probably tell, not new, so
it's so quiet.
I think we should start taking a seat now, to be honest, Adam, if I was you. Let's go down. Yeah. Want to go here, Adam? Should we go around the front line? Yeah? Let's go sit. And now we are joined by Jayden. Welcome to the vlog.
Thanks.
Are you excited for this amazing fireworks show later on?
I am incredibly excited. I haven't. When did we watch this last?
2019 watched in. Yeah.
So that was
2 years ago, because COVID stopped it for a year.
Yeah, the show stopped in 2020, so that was a shame, but
we're back.
You know what? Back in 2021.
And I remember last year we were like a little bit up there. I think we were on like a little ledge there. but I mean 2019. But now we're over here at the front row, getting ready for you guys. Again, if you are here on the YouTube channel, next year we'll have live streams like we're doing this year. So stay tuned for that. But of course, if you're watching this vlog, we'll have loads of snippets from the fireworks show itself. We won't be showing the whole thing because there'll be a separate video on the channel of that. But I hope you guys enjoy the Firework Spectacular and a little bit of show beforehand. See you there. Well, there you go guys, that was the Legoland Firework Spectacular for 2021, and what can I say, the fireworks are amazing, the storyline's really nice, and at that moment where the Mythica area came on, wow. that was absolutely spectacular. And honestly, it was fantastic. But it's not over yet as long as we still got an hour of riding.
Well, 45 minutes.
So we're going to head over to Dragon and do that sort of stuff till
maybe
really
just
the
do it
end.
till the end, to be honest.
We don't know.
And Dragon's Apprentice is a good night.
But about the show as well, it was good. I felt like this year, unlike 2019, I didn't actually have the actors on the stage beforehand, but I actually worked out why that was. Do you remember 2019 when they had actors on the stage and somehow, look, my brace band fell out, somehow it was the exact same year that ITV was filming their documentary Legoland? What are the odds in that?
But, I mean, do you know
and the year that ITV aren't at the park filming, they somehow don't have that show. But
personally, I don't think that's true.
I'm just saying.
I can't see that.
You know what Merlin are like. And you know what Legoland are like. I felt like they probably would have just put more on, but I would have done it if I was Legoland. I'd have put more on in the year that one of the biggest broadbanding service in the UK were filming us. So I think that's why it was, and that was the reason they put it on. But nevertheless, it was still nice little radio at the start, get us in the mood. But it's not something that I would wait an hour at the bottom to experience next year. If you know what I mean?
I mean, like the thing is for me.
If I had that show again, I'd be there an hour early.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is for me, like I would say that. I don't know, I mean, like the last year was really good, so I'm gonna say I preferred it like 2019.
Yeah, I say.
But I did enjoy it.
Don't want me.
It's a good display, but personally it's not worth £20. I mean, we didn't have to pay £20 today, but I don't think it's worth £20 at all.
Okay,
it was really good.
Now I know this sounds really cheap, but what I would have done, if I was going to go tomorrow, I would get the audio from someone's video, like, I don't know, theme park hosting live stream that was filmed today, and then I'd go to Windsor Great Park, play the audio in sync with the fireworks going off. So basically you get the audio, you get the fireworks, and you save 20 to like £100 and something. So that's just my eyes and what I would do in the future if I didn't have a big Merlin pass like we do. However,
so like there's a massive tip right now. So after fireworks,
no, quickly before we go up fireworks exercising, Jayden, how did you find the fireworks? You're here too.
No, it was very good. I don't really remember 2019 much, but really, fireworks, same things.
In Merlin there's something at Disney, it's just a different level of fireworks. Even the fireworks better.
Well, I mean, it's like in the same park. If you watch it again, it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
I just like how they did like things from like the originals.
Or in like the Parts Against the Bay stuff, I know you would have about me and your childhood classics.
God, yeah, it's my favourite show I've ever seen.
Well, the new one's not so good, but the old one was very good. And that's all Santa's we're here in the retro soundtrack of the park.
That's cold. Also, the bit before, I wish there was actors.
Yeah, I know.
The only issue is that
it's your parents' first time to Legoland Fireworks, and we were saying to them, come here an hour early, you get actors, you get a show. I know that's the sort of thing your parents like all the actors and the shows
and
beforehand.
my back started aching badly.
And then, of course, for 1 year your parents come down and they go, what was the point of sitting here an
my
hour?
dad was filming
an hour early.
My dad and my mum were filming it. I think they're getting into theme park spirit.
They do, and I think I should go on Jayden Du-plessis. He's almost on 100 subs. Check him out. And Adam, always on 200.
Yeah, but so do you know what though?
What's your tip?
Like, I mean, this is a very, very good tip though. If you do this tip, you'll get a lot of rides out. So, when you exit the fireworks, right, you can either leave like 5 minutes early,
or you go to the toilet, which no one wants to do right now.
Yes, you're guaranteed to get a walk on queue. Or you can go and head to the back of the park. And so when you're there, the back of the park is the Night's Kingdom with the dragon. The park was now shut for the year, but dragon and it's Jones Apprentice. So yeah, of course, if it's shut, like when it finishes, head down here. So then we
look at these guys, they're probably running down. Get into the dragon.
Then we went to Jones Apprentice first because it has a very cool lighting package. But then the dragon made for like laughing at it.
And if you want that night ride, that is the night you're going to get. There's not even a cloud in the sky. Talk about anything else, like genuine.
No, I think there are clouds in the sky, Tom. I just think I can't really see them.
And as a heads up, Jayden, a science test, that's why I was trying to be really smart, but the Dragon Castle doesn't look cool. I wish they kept the lighting actually on from Halloween.
Yeah, I've done 3 night rides this year, but yeah, I think the effects were still good. I'm not sure though, like they had like lightning effects, but actually they may be on.
Anyway. If it's open, it doesn't look like literally, I mean, a single person is over there. Yeah. So if it is,
they got some good lighting on it.
Oh, we've got some good lighting. Let's now go over towards the Dragon Mansion. If it's open, we'll be the only ride. It's going to have like 1 seat each. And look at the lighting. I'll film some clips as we go down towards the ride. But yeah, we're the first riders after the fireworks show onto the Dragon Apprentice. 2 laps on Dragon Apprentice, done. And what great staff members on that ride. You went in there, obviously there was only us guys on there because it's quiet after fireworks, and today it's so quiet anyway, it's even quieter now. We literally just jumped on there, I got the back, and you got the front, we went on once and said, so you can leave to the exit, or if you want to, you can just hop over and do it again. So we're like, okay. We just went for another 2 laps.
That's
really good fun. Yeah, that's what we wanted to do anyway. We did talk about the start, and he was like, yeah, go on then, and he was so nice, so friendly. And it's what you get to do at Legoland. And honestly, the staff members here are so nice. And of course, we're now walking into the castle for a big dragon roller coaster. However, personally, I don't know you guys, ask me in a sec. Starts with how quiet it is on here. But I personally think that the little dragon roller coaster, Dragon Apprentice, is more intense than the dragon roller coaster. I think the turns are a lot more sharp, you get a lot more airtime on it. I think Dragon Apprentice is actually quite boring at times because you kind of go down those drops. Problem is, there's a few turns. Well, on the little one, you go down through a tunnel, smoke appears in your face. We're all going over Airtime Hill and go on twice as well, which is really cool. So there's 2 lift halls on the Dragon Apprentice, there's 2 lift halls on this one here. There's also loads of fun little sections of Dragon Apprentice and not so much fun sections here. So personally, I think the Dragon Apprentice is more intense. But Jayden, Dragon Apprentice or the Dragon is more intense?
I think like the...
Is your name Jayden?
Both acts kind of similar intensity. I think the little one has the helix, but this one has the bigger drop, so you get pulled a lot.
Yeah. And Adam, which is more intense?
So I'd say Dragon Apprentice is like a little more intense, but in terms of like running aspect, it's obviously Dragon. But you know, Dragon Apprentice is a good ride. I really enjoy it, and we got fun with that. That staff member was great. Like literally all the time was here.
Yeah, that's what I think. But like, honestly,
especially the ones in Knight's Kingdom and Pirate Shores.
And look across here at the land, honestly, pretty much solid. It's so cool up here. And for the queue line for this ride though, definitely wins the award for probably one of the best queue lines in the UK. We'll be actually queuing around the castle itself. But we're going to nip under, we're going to head towards the Dragon. We'll lap it a few times, whether we can stay on or not, we do not know.
The back row.
But back row, oh.
But you know what, like, the stuff in here always does on the back row, so it's really nice. But...
Yeah, honestly, so basically, from what we've heard, the way that staff members work here, obviously, they want to work here because it's not really fun to work at. I think what happens, like every single day that staff member attends, they go into like a raffle and they can win they can win like awards and stuff, which is like a really nice way which they encourage workers to work hard. And of course, a park like Legoland is all about like giving people a great time and stuff. It's not all about roller coasters, it's about giving people a great time at the park. And so by having so many good staff here and queues like this, it really makes your day a million times better. But Jayden, what time is it? It is time for the Dragon. Dragon done, but we decided not to do it all night, but instead go towards one of my favourite drop rides in the UK. Fire Nice Guys. That's Jayden's suggestion, and it's a very good one. As you get to see Mythica at night. Now I know you can't really see me because it's night, but we get to see Mythica at night. But Jayden, I know you're going to be proud of me, quickly. I've got 2 things to tell you. Firstly, do you know who got the second highest score on the Ninjago in the whole day?
At 12 o'clock this morning.
Probably not now, but who got... I'm just going to just check my highest score. Do you know who got it, Jayden? Yeah. Yours truly, Tom Derrick. And I went on with Divine Adventure again, and I thought of a brand new pun. Probably the best pun we've had so far. Okay? Mia's Riding Adventure was amazing.
Saying Tom's amazing, not amazing.
Because like a horse goes nay, and it's amazing. I'm sorry guys, I've got a bit too much fireworks in my lungs. But yes, we're gonna head over towards Mythica for Jayden's first time probably sitting in the dark as well. Fire Nights Freefall.
It is actually Mythica this time, you got it right. Yeah,
I did. I did get it right. Yeah. But again, we literally went back and forth. I mix up Mythica and Flight of Skyline.
Wait. Let me say, is it Lincoln Thorpe or Lycanthorpe?
Lycanthorpe. Boom, but the Lycanthorpe Park, that's closed for the whole season from now on. But instead, we are all going over towards Alton Towers Fireworks towards Mercer. If you love this vlog, or you hate this vlog, thank you very much. But if you love this vlog, you can see more on our channel coming out tomorrow. Well, they're coming out next week, but we're going tomorrow.
No one actually cares.
Apart from everyone who watches our videos, Jay. And thank you for the 30 people at one moment who was on our live stream.
You just said Thorpe Park was closed now, but I saw the queue times today, and they were on.
Oh.
Even though it was not for public, it was for like staff or something.
Yeah, so Friday was for John Lewis Day, and then Saturday, Sunday for like NHS and all the workers.
Now, because I don't want to lie, we could have gone on that
We could
day.
have actually gone on that day.
It was.
But it's like, the thing is, like, they don't include Merlin passes with it.
And
so
it's Fort Park or Alton Towers, and it was quite an easy
we
one.
went to Alton Towers next year for a preview.
I have a question.
Yes, Jen, what's the question?
What is better, that light show or Legacy?
Jayden, just look at it there. It's more done than Legacy has done in the whole time.
I know, because it's on a lighthouse, not on some like backstage thing. But also, if you don't know, I guess you're going to film vlog tomorrow, but we're going Alton Towers.
Yes, we are. I'm very excited. We are going to stay for 2 days, so you don't just get one vlog.
I have homework to do in the hotel.
And so do I have homework. Yay, lucky us.
I don't mind the hotel.
Yes, we are laying in here.
Why can't I wish I had a bit more light.
I know. What I thought, okay, in my lighting review, which is these big blue, like glowing lights going up here, and on the floor, these blue lines should light up. So you have like you walk around, and I think like Pandora and stuff, where you step, it leaves a mark. And all of this, you have like these glowing lights through here. So as you walk throughout, you have glowing lights all on the wall, glowing lights all along here. It really creates that like Pandora vibe from Disney World.
Expecting big from Mythica.
We are ready for it, and nothing. Beautiful. The tree looks nice, though. The tree looks nice. But let's go, running in here, Fire Nice Free Fall for our last ride in Mythica of the 2021 season. Let's go to Fire Nice Free Fall, and what a year has it should have been over here at Legoland. I will sum it up at the end of the vlog, but I've loved Disneyland. It's been amazing, and it's music. This music's making me a bit emotional, to be honest, you guys. Like,
what, like Mythica?
Yes, like Mythica it is. Mythica. It's a very emotional
No,
land.
it wasn't you. It was just Hugo. Hugo overreacted.
Oh, where?
He
Hugo.
was like, that's so emotional. Oh, but that's probably because he's never been to Disney, so he does not know what emotional like theme parks are.
Anyway, Jay, that's not teasing Hugo because he's not here tonight because he can't afford it.
Too busy eating cat.
Anyway, we're now going on towards Fire Nice Free Fall. See you afterwards. So here you go.
Icebird.
There you go, just completed Fire Nice Free Fall at night, and a very good suggestion from you, Jane. That was very, very good. But we're now heading back towards Dragon Rollercoaster for our final ride of the day, and possibly our final ride of 2021 over here at Legoland Windsor Resort. And I'm so looking forward to heading on here. Of course, it's going to be a night ride. Well, to be honest, if it's a day ride, to be honest with you. It's going to be a long queue ride if it's a day ride. Yeah. But honestly, it's going to be amazing. Last ride of the year. Adam's done like 60 rides on the Dragon Rollercoaster this year. 51. 52nd ride.
Yeah.
And
do you know what's like? It's like Christmas, so night time we will come back.
If we go to Christmas, it may be open then, so we'll be out then. However, we're heading down to the castle to experience this ride, so looking forward to it. We'll give our reviews afterwards, and there'll be a long ending, because not only are we summing up Legoland Windsor, not only are we summing up the Firework Event 21, but we are also summing up our year over at Legoland. So it's going to be an awesome Towers, Jen.
We're saying we're not just doing this and this, we're also going to Alton Towers.
Yeah, we'll get to know. But in this vlog, you're going to see a long review. Oh god, there you go, new top 10's coming soon, guys. New top 10's coming soon.
Good luck to you. I hope you prove yourselves as the greatest of all heroes.
Well, there you go from our last ride on the Dragon with a little ginger men to celebrate us leaving Legoland. Of course, this was the year I think they brought out the ginger men, and they are one of the most amazing snacks there are, but this is closed, so we're going to go this way instead. But,
why are we celebrating about leaving Legoland?
Pun?
Why don't you just say we're having this to celebrate us leaving Legoland?
Well, it's like a celebration of the year, the Headless Ginger Man Halloween edition. Basically, I'm just trying to cut back some money and just have a... Nah, I hate it. I hate it. Oh, too funny.
Like, I mean, it mostly we may say it's our last return. It may not be. It probably won't be because there's a Christmas event going on. So
yeah, maybe.
I think it's very likely
we'll have Christmas. We don't know yet, but this is like... I don't know if it's like it or not, but it's a possibility it's going to be our last one. So it's almost sad to be leaving over here today. But a quick sum up of the Dragon. How have you found the Dragon over here at Legoland Windsor for your last 2 rides? Because luckily we got to stay on. Lovely staff member again. Do let's go on it.
Yeah, it's upset. It's upset leaving this park. I think I was more upset leaving Thorpe Park.
Yeah, whatever.
Well,
leaving Thorpe Park in the hour-and-a-half queue line.
Public day, I think.
Yeah, last public day, and the queue line to get out was like an hour and a half.
We queued an hour for that now.
Yeah. But over here, Jen, you got to admit, we did get a 0-minute queue for Dragon Rollercoaster, main ride here, and Mythical was 5 minutes earlier today, so it's almost the same as Thorpe Park queue now for Testator. But honestly, I think this park is so good. I'm going to put it out there. I think I actually prefer it than Alton Towers.
Today's was like Thorpe Park on the Merlin Pass today.
Yes, oh yeah, it is doing quieter than that. But yeah, I think about that. I do prefer this park than Alton Towers. Now we're going again tomorrow.
What?
I know it sounds crazy. I think this is probably my favourite park in the UK. I know, I'll probably change one tomorrow, but with all of it and so much more, it definitely is up there with being my favourite park in the UK. It's a whole one, isn't it?
It's close, it is really close. Like, I mean, Towers is amazing.
It's such a, but like I said, being when Towers, you got to remember, we only go very, very rarely, so it's more of a treat for us. No, we go over, it's a treat for us. On this one, we go every single week and we still are considering it. So when you think like logically, when Alton Towers want to go here, would it still be a treat?
The Smiler.
Exactly, there's more reason why we prefer it here.
Yeah, this part. So anyway, so we just did the Dragon.
Yeah, how's it? Enough about us, Moni, we'll talk about later on. But tomorrow you will find out whether my absolute decision whether I've got Alton Towers or here when we look at the end of the year. But Adam, quickly.
The Dragon. I've got a total this year 53 rides on Dragon, and it's been amazing. Like, I love Dragon. It's probably the most important coaster I've been in because that's the one I've ridden the most. And like this, I mean, that land is incredible. It's really important.
I'm really sorry. Spooky, little spooky spider.
Yeah, but it is, I mean, like, that land's really important to me because like Dragon's Apprentice is my first ever roller coaster, and Dragon's the one I've ridden the most, so it's a very important land for me. And the only one that's not that important is Knight's Quest or the new Merlin's Challenge. But yeah, Dragon's a fantastic coaster. It's not something that I would. If you're a coaster enthusiast, I wouldn't go down it just for that. It's probably not the best, but if you're a theme park enthusiast, this park's incredible, and I mean, we love theme parks. Legoland has been our home park now for so long, and well, pretty much forever it's been our home park.
Now, I'm going to use the most common quote I've ever used at a theme parks. I've been on rides that are 400-foot tall drop towers, 250-foot tall coasters, and some mental, I mean like swarms that spin round, like X2 is one of the most mental rides I've ever been on. So when I go to the UK theme parks, no rides faze me. I don't even, not a single ride scares me or makes me scared or really that like crazy, but I enjoy it because I'm scared. But what I look for instead is the overall atmosphere, and that is what Legoland Windsor offers.
And
it doesn't have the biggest thrills in the world. It doesn't have all the crazy, massive tall coasters and stuff, no. But it's got a really enjoyable day that you can spend with your family and friends when you're heading on Mythica, which is literally just a chair in front of a screen. And they'll do rides like that. No, never ending yet.
No, you don't need to subscribe, so none of us actually can.
No, we're not ending it yet, Jen. We're still going to start our day. It's going to be a long walk up the hill.
Feel free for it.
Do not feel free for it. If you like the Smiler,
we'll pay you £10 to subscribe, so we're like Merlin.
you have to pay us so much to subscribe.
Also, like this is more of a reason why you should not subscribe. Tom prefers Thorpe Park to Disney, so like.
Yeah, whatever. Never. But honestly, love at Legoland, we're at Thorpe Park, well we couldn't because we finished that year. But I'm actually sad, like, looking down here today. No, it's not just a theme park, Jade. It's like
Alton Towers tomorrow.
Yes, I know.
I'm
going to be even sadder there tomorrow.
And Sunday as well. So
and Sunday, but honestly, I love Legoland.
Sadder for Alton Towers, even though
I actually love Legoland.
It's an incredible place. Like.
People always say when I was younger, you're going to grow up Legoland. I am almost 17 years old, and I absolutely love it. And I would be here every single day with a choice. I know Adam heads at least twice a week. I try to go up as much time as I can, and just walking around here is lovely. You've got mini lands, so many lands, and hopefully in the future we'll see some more. And oh yeah, there's fires going over there. If you look down the end, it looks like a fire. There's some more fires down there. No more. Of course, no more coming off. Oh, there's one.
That's more that way. That's where London is.
So maybe some London farts go off. Of course, it is bonfire. No, yeah.
So basically, if anyone thought I was being honest, I was not being honest there. I was joking.
But now I do think it's time to sum up our day and our day at Legoland before we start nattering on anymore.
Maybe, yeah, maybe.
Maybe Thought Park fireworks. What all the fun is about?
Thought Park never really thought of fireworks, Jane.
Huh?
Thought Park, we never really thought about fireworks. Maybe something else. I'll tell you later. Anyway, Legoland Windsor for me. One of my favourite parks, if not my favourite park in the UK. So many great memories this year. Of course, I'm hoping as many books as we can. With the opening of Mythica, their new land, with of course the best ride in the UK, Flight of the Skyline, which I know if Hugo was here as well, he would say I actually got emotional on that ride because it was that good. On top of that, we've also had amazing events like Brook or Treat, which we went to 5 or 6 times, more than any event, Halloween event, and we had fireworks today, which was spectacular. Unfortunately, they never acted on the show, but apart from that, it was amazing. So for me, big ones at Legoland. We'll definitely come back next year. The station for a preview day in March will be Experience Legoland.
Like I've said before,
Now, Jayden.
I've already said this. Hugo only found Mythica emotional because he is a sad and never been to Disney, so he doesn't know what emotional at a theme park is like.
Okay, now Jayden.
Neither do I, because I only went at like 5 years old.
But that might change next year, Jayden. That might change next year. But
yeah,
more sneak peeks for you guys. But
and I'm finally hopefully going to America next.
Exactly. But look at this beautiful view down here. How have you found today and your Legoland year? Your bricktastic year, I might say.
So I started like the beginning of when all the theme parks opened. I went here a lot, actually, and not really much like Thorpe Park stuff. Like we usually go to Thorpe Park a lot. I don't know why, and then I started going to Thorpe Park more in Oktoberfest. So Oktoberfest is amazing. I never came here for Brook or Treat. What? I know.
That's when you had COVID though, so you can...
Yeah, I had COVID during the half term, which I was upset about. But actually no, I didn't make it to Thorpe Park, so I finally came out of isolation.
We did make it to Legoland Brook or Treat, Jayden. But how have you felt overall your year? How's it been?
I think it was very good. Well, I don't know why you're asking me how my year's been. I mean, theme parks haven't ended yet.
Yes, Legoland always has.
It probably hasn't ended.
And we know what you're saying. We might.
Yeah. But yeah, seriously, I think this year at Legoland has been amazing.
Thank you, Jayden.
Oh, Star Wars! I forgot.
Very emotional. Yeah. And Adam, finally, how was today and how was Legoland in general throughout your year over here on theme park hosting?
I mean, Legoland is truly a special place to us. Like, we've been going for so long, and 2021 saw the debut of Flight of the Skyline, Firework Spectacular, and Untitled Chapter. All 3 of them were pretty good, actually. Favourite was obviously Flight of the Skyline. Sorry, I'm really tired. But yeah, Flight of the Skyline.
Tom.
Then, like overall, we've done 3 events. There's obviously been Lego Video Music Fest. That was alright. There's Brook or Treat, that's been great. And Fireworks, it's been amazing. And we do have Christmas, so we'll probably come back for that. But overall, I mean,
and of course the shop is open, you can start to fully get shop as well.
Yeah, personally, like for me it's a definite this is over Chesnut Thorpe. And like, I know a lot of enthusiasts will go, oh no, Thorpe Park's so much better. To be honest, I'm going to say it now, Thorpe Park's probably the worst park I've ever been to in my life. Like, it's all, like, in my opinion, it's
Margate.
But,
tough one, Jay.
Actually, I'm sorry for doing that Margate. And I'm sorry, but the staff, again, some of the staff may be nice. The staff we met were horrible.
And we could have got escorted out by security to the Margate. That is a story for another vlog.
Anyway, we'll talk about another vlog, but overall, Legoland's been amazing. And yes, Thorpe Park staff are nice, and they're really nice. So it's, trust me, it's nothing to do with the staff, I just don't really like the place. But Legoland, on the other hand, is an incredible theme park, definitely worth a visit. It's amazing.
Also, saying a reason to subscribe, alright? No one said earlier about unsubscribe. Yeah, I was joking.
Obviously.
I mean, you can if you want.
Unsubscribe to Jayden Deepsea.
Yeah, I suggest you want, unless you're going to subscribe to me, then keep subscribed to them. Okay. If you're going to subscribe to me instead of them, that's fine. But another reason to subscribe is because stuff like next year we have many trips.
Yeah, abroad and so much more.
We're not going to tell you what.
But there are a lot. But I mean, like, we are pretty much
trying to announce Disneyland Paris.
Yes, if we are still doing that. But we're heading around everywhere. But goodbye, Jane. Amazing year. You guys enjoyed the year? Bye. See ya. But that honestly was an amazing year. And I'll see you guys later. We're going to be heading down here towards the amazing car park. I don't know what's amazing, I'm trying to hear this is what Dad was saying, but we've been filming the whole
amazing car park.
We've been whole back, and it's a trio we were with this morning. So Mum, Legoland, you got up here with Adam. I thought I'd give you a little bit of an interview too. You got up here with Adam more than I even got up here. So how have you found your day and your year at Legoland Windsor?
I had a really lovely day, thank you, and I really enjoyed the whole year here, and I like Legoland. It's very fun to Legoland.
Yes,
and it's been a good day.
Yeah, it's sure been a very, very good day today. And like, what an end to the year with some Firework Spectacular. Disney do it every single day, and I wish Legoland could do something like that. Maybe not a fireworks show, but have some projections on the lighthouse,
or maybe even a fire and light show like Thorpe Park did for Legacy.
Yes,
that would be amazing.
But enough about Thorpe Park.
Anyway,
we're over here at Legoland.
By the way, I clarify this every video. It's not the staff members at Thorpe Park, it's the place.
Also kind of the management as well.
Yeah,
Hugo works
it's the way they keep the park, in my opinion. But
anyway, that is it from Legoland Windsor, and it is incredibly empty, unlike more fireworks. Of course, today, because they charge pretty much for annual passes, a lot less people did come, a lot less from the top pass. But I've been actually not literally since we left the Dragon Rollercoaster, Adam. I haven't ended the clip since we finished Dragon, okay? So it's been a long clip, but what a way to end our day over here and year at Legoland Windsor. Which is the last clip I'll be filming from Legoland, and you can't even see my face for it.
Could be Christmas,
but that is it from me, Tom Derrick, from Theme Park Hosting. And thank you for watching our year at Legoland Windsor. What a year has it been? I will see you guys later. Goodbye.